Hey guys, how's it going? This is Darklight Reactions coming back at you with another one today. So we have an interesting development in the YouTuber news world, and I decided to give my hot take on this today. So we are back with another Darklight hot takes. So guys, um, most of you know who MrBeast is, and apparently he's suing the company behind MrBeast Burger. I will explain in a minute, but before we get into this video today, guys, just so you guys know what this video is going to be, I'm going to read you a little bit from this article. We're going to play a 2-minute video talking about it, and then kind of have a quick discussion. That will be the video. If you're new here, I am Darklight. I make gaming and reaction videos, and I also started a cooking series on my channel, as well as I've started to get into news that pertains to me on a personal level. I will, just to be clarify, I will never do politics on this channel. I will never talk about religion on this channel. It's only things that affect me personally. I was a customer of MrBeast Burger more than once. I've also had his Feastables candy and the Carl gummies and the cookies. So yeah, I wanted to talk about this. All right, guys. So we're gonna hop right into this one. All right. So MrBeast sues Virtual Dining Concepts. We're just gonna call them VDC for short to shut down MrBeast Burger. The YouTuber megastar accused the company of damaging his reputation by selling bad food with his name on it. MrBeast Burger wants MrBeast Burger gone. He filed a lawsuit in New York District Court. I'm going to just, as quickly as I can, read through this, and then we're going to watch the YouTube video on it. So bear with me, guys. The YouTuber megastar on Monday filed a lawsuit in New York City District Court that accuses VDC, the parent company of the Virtual Burger brand, of damaging his reputation by selling undercooked burgers and cold fries with his name on them. The complaint asked the court to allow MrBeast Burger to as in agreement with the VDC and shut down MrBeast Burger, one of the largest virtual brands in the U.S. VDC did not immediately respond to a request for comment. Now, before we go on, I've seen this on more than one occasion. He's been getting a lot of backlash lately from this VDC company because the concept behind them is such a good idea. Without really having to order from a restaurant. I guess this is like it's a ghost kitchen basically. A ghost kitchen is like a virtual kitchen where it's the best way to describe it. It's like an online kitchen, if that makes sense. So apparently they've been, in a lot of areas, released a lot of undercooked burgers. People have gotten burgers where they're completely undercooked and raw, like literally raw. One person I saw had lifted a burger up and it was pink on top. You could tell it was raw, and it was like they didn't care. Another person had gotten a bag of fries that were so greasy by the time they came, it was just a grease ball of fries, and it's making him look bad. He's losing subscribers, he's losing fans, so I can understand that he's unhappy. So, according to the complaint, Beast Investments and Celebrity, CVD, entered into an endorsement agreement on September 3rd, 2020. The agreement established MrBeast Burger and gave VDC the right to operate the brand, as well as use Beast's name, images, likeness to promote it, as long as MrBeast approved usage in writing. The brand, which is prepared and sold by existing restaurants for delivery and pickup only, launched in December 2020 and became an instant success. Expanded hundreds of locations and sold more than 1 million burgers in its first 3 months. It continued to grow quickly over the next 2 years, reaching 1,700 global locations by the end of 2022. But the fast growth, the complaint says, came at expense of customer service and food quality. It cited reviews and articles highlighting inedible food, late arriving, inaccurate orders, unbranded packaging, and a faulty website. It includes dozens of examples of online reviews calling MrBeast Burger disgusting, terrible, and the worst burger ever, as well as numerous images of raw undercooked chicken and beef. And as somebody who's I've worked in the food industry for about 20 years. I know I'm only 33, but most of my life I've been in fast food and, food service. I've worked at not only fast food restaurants, but I've also worked at actual restaurants where I was a line cook, dishwasher, prep cook. And chicken is a big no-no. Undercooked chicken can cause death in some instances and severe illness. That is not something you want to be screwing around with. In some cases, it said MrBeast himself was blamed for these problems. MrBeast repeatedly broached these issues in meetings with VDC, but it did nothing to correct the issues, the complaint says. It also continued to use MrBeast's brand and likeness without his consent, including materials, advertising, and expansion to the European Union, Canada, Thailand, Singapore, Mexico, and Malaysia. The complaint notes that while VDC has made millions of dollars from MrBeast Burger and used its success as a stepping stone to other celebrity virtual brands, he's not received a dime from the business, even though royalties and endorsements are part of the agreement. MrBeast, whose real name is Jimmy Donaldson, runs one of the most popular accounts on YouTube with over more than 170 million subscribers. His videos feature elaborate stunts and games, as well as giveaways of prizes and money. His large following is integral to the success of MrBeast Burger. In June, MrBeast tweeted that he was moving on from MrBeast Burger because of concerns of quality and consistency. He later deleted the tweet and the brand continued to operate. Now, a lot of people don't realize that it's a lot harder. Like, even though it's his name, the agreement that he has with this company that allows them to use his stuff. Now, granted, he only gave them permission to use his brand, his name, and everything, as long as he was okay with everything. Well, the tricky thing is because he's in contract with these, he can't just breach his contract, because if he breaches his contract, they can countersue him. So he's got to keep letting the business run until he can, deal with this in court. So I'm gonna go ahead and play this clip from this awesome, site. I'm subscribed to this YouTube channel. They got over 5 million subs. I'm gonna link this in the description at the at the end of the video. When I get this video uploaded to you guys, be sure to check the description. Not only go check this original video out, it's only 2 minutes and 30 seconds, so it's not a long clip, but it's very informative. I am also a huge fan of Law and Crime Network, because anything law related, crime related, they've always been on top of it. They're very well together. I don't know if they're a YouTube channel or if they're an actual like if they have reach as far as like Fox Network and other stuff like that. But I like them. I don't know who runs this either. Whoever it is does a very good job. They're verified, so they're a very trusted source. So we're gonna check this video out. I'll link it in the description, as well as this channel. So make sure you go subscribe. All rights and reserves, of course, go to them. I just like to state that this is for entertainment purposes only. So let's check out what they have to say about this crazy issue.
$1 billion super yacht, and it's big enough to hold an entire city on the water. How do humans build this stuff?
YouTube personality MrBeast is taking his show to the courtroom as he sues the company that provides food for the restaurants that bear his name. Thanks for joining us here on Law and Crime. I'm Anjanette Levy. MrBeast's real name is James Donaldson. He partnered with Virtual Dining Concepts in 2020 to provide food for his MrBeast branded fast food chain. But Donaldson claims things went terribly wrong after Virtual Dining Concepts delivered food that customers labeled inedible. He's filed a lawsuit asking for damages, claiming the poor condition of the food served in his name has damaged his reputation. Photos of Beast Burgers that appear
look
to
at
be
that.
on...
That is, in the fast food industry, let me tell you something, that is a big no-no. I mean, obviously that's common knowledge, but that is disgusting. Luckily, I'd like to add, I've ordered from them on more than one occasion. Now, I have never gotten anything, thank God, because I have Crohn's disease and I had stage 3 colon cancer. And I don't really eat a lot of fast food anymore, but when I do, I always like to make sure it's fully cooked, because I can easily get sick with my illness. Fun fact real quickly before I continue the video, those of you who don't know, MrBeast actually has Crohn's. I watched an interview with him and his mom where he kind of talked about like his upbringing and everything like that. I forget what it's called, but you can definitely find it on YouTube. Jimmy has had Chron, so that's kind of why I like him. I can relate to him at least on that level. It's not an easy journey.
Cooked have appeared on social media.
Ugh.
One calling the burger wasted money. A Reddit review is headlined, "MrBeast Burger is..."
Okay, I'm going to read this for you guys real quickly. Again, they cited this, so make sure you guys go over and give them credit. Again, I'll link the video, but listen to this. I literally took one bite of my burger and Googled MrBeast Burger is gross. Fries were super underdone, and by the time they got here, they were in a bag made translucent from the grease, and they were all smushed together, making one big fry puck. The food was cold and didn't taste fresh at all. It was by far the worst burger and fries I've ever had. Granted, I didn't expect much from a delivery-only burger joint. Risky move, and on top of the place is like 15-minute drive from my house, and when the order said it was on the way, the app told me that the delivery man was making a stop before me in the opposite direction of where I lived. F me, right? Terrible first experience, first and last, though. This other person says raw and disgusting. Got the burger today. It was so effing raw and disgusting that when I took the top bun off, the burger peeled off. Thank God I was only going to add more pickles instead of just going for a bite. I got a full refund and wish I could add a pick. LOL, it's so bad.
Gross. The lawsuit also includes photos that show raw meat and other bad reviews. Reviews on YouTube haven't been much better.
I'm gonna take one more bite just to give him another chance. Oh, no, that's just disgusting. The meat has like a weird aftertaste. Like it almost kind of tastes like sausage.
These onions are raw. These are not caramelized onions. I feel deceived and I'm no longer as excited as I was before I opened this, but I'm still gonna eat them and hope that they're delicious.
Much of MrBeast's food has been prepared in ghost kitchens, which means the food is prepared and served out of other restaurants. But a brick and mortar store opened last September. MrBeast tweeted about opening a store with a crowd of 10,000 waiting to try the food. Now Donaldson wants a judge to allow him to end his relationship with virtual dining concepts, as he claims the company was less concerned about quality control and providing a good product, and more concerned about expanding the chain. Donaldson claims the poor quality has hurt his reputation, and so he has the right to end his relationship with the company because of their previous agreement. Donaldson is asking for court costs, attorney's fees, and other damages. To date, Virtual Dining Concepts has not responded to the lawsuit. For Law and Crime, I'm Anjanette Levy.
Again, guys, they do a really good job of breaking down a lot of stuff, so be sure to go over to this channel, because again, I'm using their video, in my video, so I want to give them a huge shout out. And like I said, I've already been subscribed to them, as you see. I'm even gonna give this video a like. I like a lot of their, they're not overly dramatic, they literally, they're one of the few news stations on YouTube I like watching, because they cover law and crime and they get right to the point. They cover and say what they gotta say, and that's it, So yeah, guys, this is a huge deal. The fact that MrBeast has to deal with this is absolutely insane. And I feel so bad. Like I said, I feel so bad for him. I think I started to watch MrBeast or Jimmy, probably in my early 20s is probably really when. Because that's, I think, around the time he started doing YouTube. And when I started watching him, like I said, I grew up with him and his friends. His first most popular videos that, I enjoyed, I remember watching, was his commentary Call of Duty videos. That's how a lot of YouTubers started out back in the day. You'd do commentary, would talk about various subjects while playing, Call of Duty or various other games. And I fell in love with MrBeast through that. And it's just really freaking sad to see that he has to deal with this. So, do me a favor, guys. Let me know your comments down below. Have you had MrBeast Burger? What do you think? I gave it a 5 out of 10. Like I said, mine thankfully was not undercooked, but what that guy said, it did. It has this weird, like, unexplainable aftertaste when you eat the burger. My fries were cold. I had to heat them up in the microwave when they got here. And the only thing I would say that was good were the cookies that I got. It was sad. It really was sad. And I would like to state too, it's not Mr. Beast's fault. While, as you can see, once he really started figuring out the quality that he was having people being served, he immediately went to court and he took care of it. You know, his reputation's being damaged because of his company and how undercooked and how terrible quality and customer service even. So I've heard customers complain about food being late, cold, you know, undercooked, etc. All the reviews are bad. People who've done food reviews are complaining. It's sad to see. So anyways, guys, do me a favor again, make sure you go over to the Law and Crime Network on YouTube and, you know, like their video. I'm Darklight. If you guys are new here, I make gaming and reaction videos. I also started 2 new channels. You know, I started the Darklight Hot Takes, and I also started doing a cooking series. So I got plenty of content. All right, guys, peace out.